What's going on, everyone? It's RGB here again. Hope you are having a great day today. So, in this video, I'm going to test the AX360 emulator, the Xbox 360 Android emulator on a Mali GPU Android device. Well, I already did a complete setup video on it a couple of weeks ago. If you missed that video, do check out the cards or the link in the description. And for this test, the phone here is powered by the Dimensity 8350 Ultimate with a Mali G6156 core GPU. This phone comes with 8GB RAM with fast UFS 4.0 storage, which is equivalent to the 8S Gen 3 as per specs. So here I have already installed the AX360 emulator. So let's open it up. The setup process is very simple. Just go to Options, set the game directory path where you copied the games, and allow the permission. That's it. All the titles get imported right here. Also, keep in mind that this project is still in the development stage. Maybe we can see more things in the future. Let's go to Settings. Oh, it's faded here. Let's check out the About section. Alright, so this device is configured well with this emulator, along with the Mali GPU Vulkan 1.3 driver, which is the latest. You can also see all the Vulkan extensions configured to the emulator base. Also, in this case, we are unable to access the emulator settings, but still, we can modify settings by accessing the emulator folder. Here we have the default config file. Let's open it using Z-Archiver. Here, everything is configured to default, starting from the audio, CPU. We have the version and config data. So here in Display Data, set the full screen value to True. And there are some things right here, like the post-processing FSR upsampling value is set to 4, based on FSR 1.0. Well, all these configuration values are internally ported from Xenia 360. And if we scroll down, we have GPU configuration. Here, set draw resolution scale X and Y values to 1. And also, the settings may vary based on device performance. Scroll down, and here set native 2x MSAA value to false. This will affect and use a lot of memory on our main host Mali GPU, meaning disable it to improve more FPS. Set native stencil value output to true. Set primitive processor cache to 40%. Here, I also increased a bit more texture cache memory limit to 1024. Or if you are using a low memory device, then leave it to default. And also set the texture cache limit soft value to 512. Whenever the new textures load into memory, the processed old textures will be destroyed to maintain stability in texture cache memory. Also, set vsync value to true. Here we have general configuration, HID, kernel source, and memory. So leave everything to default. And this emulator will run using the Vulkan driver and extensions, which are configured based on this phone's Mali GPU. So leave all other things to default, because it's mostly not necessary to change these settings if the emulator already works fine with your device. Also, keep in mind that this is still in development. Still, it may not work properly on all phones. Even this version struggled on my 8 Elite device, which I have already tested in some games. So, let's see how well this device holds up. Now let's load the first game. Alright, it's booting. Let's move forward a bit. And alright, it's loaded. There are no graphical glitch errors here. It looks fine. Now let's try with Forza Horizon. Hold on. And it's not working. And finally, let's try with GTA San Andreas. It will also take a bit longer time to load into the game. And there we go. It's working, guys. It's even more stable than I expected on this Mali GPU. There's also an audio lag here. It's a bit annoying. So anyways, let's go to the real world. And all right, this is even more detailed. There are no issues in texture loading or graphical glitches, and it perfectly got loaded on this Mali GPU device. So, to be honest, this emulator works really well on this Mali GPU device. Like, it's better than I expected. Anyway, if you found this helpful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.